I had lost money. I had lost my wife. I lost my grandfather. I felt lost, and I hated doing what I was doing. I was making less than $250 a week bring home, but I was spending 6 days a week doing it, working on a Saturday, servicing one convalescent home down on Fayette Street in downtown Baltimore. But Monday through Friday, 13 and a half hours. Would you do that? No, most people wouldn't. But I was initially thinking, if I can learn everything about this business, make money, I'll buy my own machines, my own vending machines, and I'll know everything about this business that I'm looking at as I'm paying tuition. Just like, I guess it would be considered like a intern, where you're not really getting paid, you're just there to get the experience, which is very expensive, by the way. But I felt defeated. I felt like I was at my wit's end, and I had lots of books, I had lots of things in my head, but I couldn't make that stuff and retail stuff work. It just, every time I got into a trade, either I would be scared because I lost money before, I lost an account, or I would be immediately stopped out. And it was very, very discouraging. And while I didn't have a gun, I probably would have hurt myself if I had one done. I felt like I was being invited many times driving over that Key Bridge. Like I just want to whip the wheel over there and just go off the edge of it. Well, the day I was in the stop right before going across the Key Bridge, and I would go to Telco, which was a stop that didn't make a whole lot of money, but I hated going to it. I figured, well, once I service that one, I'll be going over the Key Bridge, and then I'm going to do it today. I'll probably pass out on my way down. I probably won't feel anything, but nobody's going to miss me. And that's the depth of where I was. Nobody could have reached me. There was no cell phone, no text messages to encourage me not to do it. And I didn't tell anybody I was going to do it. Because listen, folks, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. People that talk about doing it, they just want someone to say, I love you, don't do that. They don't want to really hurt themselves. But that day I did. I felt empty, worthless. I looked at my history. My own parents didn't want anything to do with me. And the only person that looked at me like a son was my grandfather. He was gone. And no direction in life. And yes, I believed in God, but that wasn't enough at the time. And I needed to feel some kind of purpose, some reason to be here, because there was no reason for me to want to be here. I got on the Key Bridge, got on the right lane, got to the top, stopped. Put my hazards on. I said, it would be terrible for me to take this truck and hurt this company. They'd have to pay for that damage. I'm just going to go off of it. It only takes me a second to get up there. I'm just going to step off and that's it. Once I'm over, it's over. I can't stop it. And again, I'll probably pass out before I hit. And I don't know why that day. What was I didn't wake up that morning and think it. It was while I was working. While I was working and thinking about what I was doing and how I felt trapped doing that. And I didn't see an out. I never drank alcohol. I never did drugs. But I was not in the right state of mind that day. Something said, Go home and don't think about it. So I was sitting there. People are beeping a horn at me, giving me the finger going by. You a-hole, what's the, whatever. Typical Baltimore. So I started the truck again, went to the stops, finished my route. Didn't hang out like I usually do with my employer. Drove home, numb, no radio. Didn't lift weights that day. Went in, got a shower, didn't eat. And I sat in there and I stared at my computer. But I sat there, looked at all the books I bought, and remembered all the hopes I had in waiting for them to arrive. And all the trips that I drove out to Columbia, Maryland to the Traders Library, which was I'm not even sure if it's even a place anymore. I'm not sure if it even exists. Now that I'm thinking about it, when I'm done here, I'm going to have to Google it and see if the Traders Library still exists. But I used to go out there every week and I'd buy something. I paid $50 a week, room and board at my aunt and uncle's house. Same uncle that inspired me to get into trading when I was 14 and 15 years old, but it wasn't interested because I was into martial arts and that's all I cared about then. Just like anybody else, like kids, they ain't going to listen to you. Even though you have the right instructions and guidance, you don't want to listen. And just like many of you, you're like my children. Some of you are probably older than me, but you still act like a child. You don't listen to good advice. And some of you act like that I had no adversities, like it was just too easy for me. It was unfair. Everything worked out for me. You have no idea the darkest corners of where I was, where I came from. I didn't have the courage to do what I said I was going to do when I got on that bridge. But something inspired me to go home and stop thinking about that. And when I got home that evening, I pulled out the price charts, which was a weekly service that was I got it for the financials and the agricultural markets. And it was ran by Nick Van Nice. He is he's the guy that as a hidden divergence or a trend following divergence in stochastics. He's the guy that codified that. George Lane didn't do that, and nobody else ever did either. And me and Larry Williams are the only ones that ever give that guy credit for that. But he has service that, as a commodity trader, we updated our charts by hand. And I pulled out the charts, I was looking at them, and it just looked like Greek to me. Like I was disconnecting. Like I wasn't interested in it anymore. For the first time, I looked at these things and said, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I can't see what it is that I'm supposed to see.